Was watching some football over break and I saw a few things that made me think about Frisbee. So I just wanted to pull a couple clips and share and kind of talk about how I'm always thinking about Frisbee even when I'm watching other sports. So this is number 4 on Ohio State. This is Ohio State versus Oregon. This is the Rose Bowl, so this is a quarterfinal. This is number 4. He's the person running the route that I want us to all watch. And then this is the defender that is guarding number 4. So here's the matchup. And as I let this go, number 4 is just going to run a seam route, so just straight down the field. And let's pay attention to the defender for a while. So here he's got both of his feet under him, and he's kind of got his weight dropped. So he's in a good squared up base stance. As number 4 is just making a very, very aggressive, you can even see like how much he drops his weight. So here he's standing up, he gets really low, and he's just driving. So he's running really fast to the end zone. And as he comes at the defender, you can see the defender goes from this base set right here, both feet under him. He kind of turns his hips a little bit. He starts doing a little crossover step, which is a good intermediate phase between shuffling and sprinting. So you can see some crossover stepping right there. And then by here, this defender is just totally committed. So 4 is making a really explosive, aggressive cut towards the end zone. And this 4 started here. He made this run this way. And this defender, he tried to keep his feet under him, but the cutter was just coming so fast. He decides, okay, I gotta turn myself out. I gotta start committing to this cut. So the defender's chest is currently pointing this way, and the defender's back is currently pointing this way. So Jeremiah is about to attack this defender's back, which I talked about in a bunch of other videos that I made throughout the fall. So Jeremiah is just going to make a move towards the defender's back, right? So here's the defender's back. And it's pretty subtle because it happens really fast, but here you can see 4. This is a really good frame. So 4 is running straight, and then he turns and he attacks the back. So you can see how 4 is trying to get on this defender's back. And you can see that the defender turns the long way because that's easier. And here they flip, right? So the defender flips, and Jeremiah is still on the defender's back. So the defender's chest used to be over here, but he just flipped it. So now his chest is over here, and now his back is over here. So Jeremiah is going to, again, attack this person's back and come over here. And you can see that this is the moment where he totally loses them, and that's just a ton of space, and this ends up being a touchdown. So the lesson to learn, I think, is, first of all, really explosive, powerful cuts. Force your defender to make decisions and force them to commit to things. Lesson 2 is when you have the opportunity to attack your defender's back. Right here, Jeremiah's got the opportunity to attack the back once, and then the defender turns their back again. You usually get 2 chances to attack the back again, boom, and now you're just all alone for a touchdown. I want to keep with the theme of attacking your defender's back. So I think it's a valuable skill to use as Frisbee players, and it shows up differently in football. But here we're going to just watch Vikings versus Packers. Sam hits JJ. And now JJ is going to have the opportunity to attack the defender's back. So as he runs in between these 2 defenders, in this moment, I want us to focus on this defender right here, and here's JJ. So this defender is turning. You can see how his chest is going this way. You can see how his back is over here. And so JJ is just going to take the opportunity to attack that defender's back. So we'll let it go a little slowly. We're going to go left foot. JJ's going to put this right foot in the ground right here, and he's going to really aggressively attack this defender's back. And as he goes, just watch what happens to the defender as JJ just takes like a couple steps. So he gets right onto his back, and you can see how the defender turned their head the long way. And what do I mean by that? This is the same thing that the previous defender, the Oregon defender in the previous clip did. So he was originally looking this way, and then he turned his head this way, right? The other idea is you can turn your head this way. So this defender is taking the red turn, and the red turn is always faster and it's more natural. But the problem with the red turn is that it gives it usually gives your offensive player a second opportunity to attack your back, which is exactly what happens here. So now that 20 has turned, he again is giving JJ his back, and JJ is again able to now attack his back again. And 20 is just like totally getting cooked here. So JJ, 20 could do better with defense, right? They could have gotten him down around the 40 maybe, but because JJ attacks the back and then attacks the back again, he gets an extra 10 yards out of that. And I think that's a skill we could all use that's very relevant in Frisbee, right? If you're trying to get open against somebody, attack their back. And if they turn the long way away from you, attack their back again. Okay, third and final attacking the back clip that I have for you guys. So this is Texas, Arizona State. I think this is also a quarterfinal. And again, I'm going to wait till Matthew Golden actually has the ball here. So this is the part that I want us to focus on. So Quinn got it into Matt, and now Matt is right here. He's got the ball. And here's the defender that I want you to focus on. And again, think about what this defender's doing. So the defender, he's got his chest pointed this way, and he's got his back going this way. And Matthew Golden, the receiver here for Texas, he's got an opportunity to attack this defender's back. And so against extremely good athletes, if you have the opportunity to kind of put your foot in the ground. So let's see, he catches this ball and then he gets his right foot into the ground and he attacks this defender's back. This defender actually turns the harder way, which prevents like Matthew Golden from getting on his back again. But it is harder to turn and is less natural. And you can see how this defender like loses his footing and starts stumbling. So the advantage of turning this way is that you prevent them from getting on your back a second time. The disadvantage is that it's quite a bit harder and the footwork is tougher and it requires more leg strength and athleticism. But it's a really good example if we just think about, okay, I'm on offense, I'm playing Frisbee, I need to get open, I need to create separation against a really good defender. What can I do? Attack their back just like this. Boom. That can get you open and get you running in space. Okay, so different thought, but this is Jeremiah Smith again running on a seam route. The ball goes up, and I just want to focus on how does Jeremiah position himself to catch a contested ball. So here he's got a defender right up in his grill. They're really close. You got to do something with your body to protect the ball and to make sure you catch this clean. And so here I can see Jeremiah's kind of running. He's kind of fading away, right? He's kind of like fading towards the sideline with a bunch of steps. And as the ball goes up and as he realizes, okay, now I know where the ball is, what he does, and in football, they call this stacking. So right now in this moment, you can see, okay, there's a defender here and there's a cutter, there's an offensive player here. And ideally, if you're the offensive player, you want to stack them up. So you want to go from this horizontal positioning to a vertical positioning where you're here and your defender's there. And they call that stacking because you're vertically stacked. And you can see how Jeremiah just so smoothly gets his right shoulder in front of this guy's left shoulder, right hip in front of this guy's left hip. There's a little hand fighting there. I mean, maybe in Frisbee you call that a foul, but the hand holding doesn't need to be there. Jeremiah's already got his right shoulder inside and his left shoulder inside, or his right shoulder inside the left and his right hip inside their left. Just go back a few frames, right? In this moment, they were even, running stride for stride. Jeremiah gets inside of them, and then he just seals them out, right? Keep them on your back, keep your shoulder inside of their shoulder, and make a strong catch. So I think that's a great example of just how do you position when you're on a jump ball or running down a deep cut. Make sure you have the inside leverage and try to stack them up, and you can make tough catches just like that. Okay, I think this is one of my more bonkers takes, which is why I put it at the end, because maybe some of you aren't listening anymore. But here I've got, if I just look at this, I've got two cutters, right? Two wide receivers, but in Frisbee we would call them cutters. And if I think about things that we do in our offense, we might say, okay, let's run a diamond cut. And how would we run a diamond cut? Usually we would have this person kind of sweep, this person can get up and down. When they come back under, then this person could go deep. We could also go the other way, which we don't do too often, but we could go the other way where this person sweeps, this person gets up and down. Then when this guy comes deep, this guy comes under. And what Texas is about to do here, and I'm going to argue, they're going to run a diamond cut. So you're going to see they both kind of push up, but then you're going to see this guy sweep and go deep. You're going to see this guy push up and go this way. So I'll put it in blue, what Texas is doing. There's the routes that they're running. So the horizontal sweep, and a vertical move, a vertical push, and then a horizontal sweep. And then in the red, I'll just show what I think a diamond cut would look like. So a diamond cut would be, we go this way, here's the vertical move, and then when we come up, this person comes down. So I think as I let this roll, we step up, we can kind of see one guy, zero's going horizontal, the other guy's pushing up, and now here this guy's going to break. See how they're kind of stacked? This is the person who's going to come under, and this person's going to go deep. And that's switching, boom, diamond cut, goal. So although the shapes might be a little different, I think the core concept is the same. We're going to send two guys into space. One of them's going to push deep. One of them's going to move a little horizontally. And then we're going to turn it out. The top one's going to come back, and the bottom one's going to go deep. And that's a touchdown. And I think it's a concept that works in a lot of sports, and there's nothing special about Frisbee with diamond cuts.